Hey, you guys, hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Or if you're new, welcome to the channel. On this channel, we try to cover all things reality, TV news, and gossip, as well as trending topics. And here lately, we really have been keeping up with this whole June Shannon situation with her daughter, Anna Chickadee Cardwell, passing away from cancer. And now this custody battle that is about to ensue because Mama June, after her daughter Anna passed away, she went over to the courthouse. She filed for immediate temporary custody of Anna's oldest daughter, Caitlin, who is 11. In the court filing, she actually said that Caitlin's dad has never been a part of her life, that Caitlin's mom passed away, that she is Caitlin's maternal grandmother and the only interested party in taking care of Caitlin. So the judge, obviously, when you do these type of filings, you don't have to provide proof. A lot of times, it's kind of like a restraining order. You get the information, the judge will kind of grant it temporarily, and then set a court date where you come and you really have to plead your case, right? You really have to say, well, this is why I need the restraining order, or this is why I feel like I'm entitled to custody of this child. I mean, anybody that wants to come and dispute it, like in regards to a restraining order, if you're trying to get a restraining order on Joe Smo, well, Joe Smo can come and defend itself and say, no, 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 that person doesn't need a restraining order on me because I don't do anything. And here's my proof. Now, as far as June and Caitlin, obviously Michael could show up to that court date and say, hi, I'm an interested party. I am Caitlin's dad. While I am not legally her dad or biologically her dad, I've been in her life since she was 8 months old. I've taken care of her mentally, emotionally, physically, financially, in every way possible that a dad steps up to take care of his daughter. The only way that I'm not her daughter, I'm not her dad, is by blood, but that doesn't mean that I'm not her father. So he could obviously show up to that court date, which I assume that he probably will. But Michael went ahead and filed for custody as well. He filed a suit against June to get custody of Caitlin. Now, you guys, when Anna first passed away and it was announced that June Shannon was getting custody of Caitlin, I remember the first article that I read about this. Not gonna lie, I know this family's going through a lot, so I hated to like say anything like, you know, when someone's like down, you don't want to kick them. So when Anna passed away, I was very, 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 very sympathetic to this family. When I announced that Anna passed away, when I did a video, I was just, I was heartbroken for them. I told all of you guys, I was like, you guys, please keep June, all of them in your prayers. As time went on and I started speaking to people behind the scenes and learning more of things going on behind the scenes, I was like, hold up, wait a minute, things are not the way that they appear. I'm being told by my sources that Anna wanted Caitlin to go with Michael. I'm being told by my sources that, Anna and June did not have a relationship up until like mid to the end of 2023 after Anna found out about her diagnosis, and that Michael has always been a part of Caitlin's life. So I am being told all these things while June is over on TikTok saying, like, no, Anna wanted me to have Caitlin. And also hearing that June wasn't really letting Caitlin see Michael or her sister Kylie for some time. We do know now, though, um, up until like this past weekend, Caitlin and Kylie, Anna's two daughters, had not seen each other since December 13th. Their mom died on December 9th. They saw each other at the funeral celebration of life ceremony on December 13th, and they had not seen each other again. They went this like 2 week period where I think it was a 2 week period, maybe 3 week period, where they did not see each other until, this past weekend where they finally got to see each other. So then I really started kind of like, hold up, I'm not gonna lie. Whenever I heard that June was keeping Caitlin, I was like, hold up, because everything that happened with Anna, with the situation with Anna leaving June and moving with her grandmother when she was only 8 months old. She literally moved in with her grandmother when she was 8 years old, not 8 months, 8 years old. Anna did, because June's boyfriend, then boyfriend Mark McDaniel, R'd her, and June did not protect her. And June lied about the situation, in my opinion, and things that Anna said on the Dr. Phil show. So I was shocked to see that June was trying to keep Caitlin, or that she was going to keep Caitlin, because I'm like, listen, June didn't even finish raising Alana. She didn't raise Pumpkin. She didn't raise Jessica, she didn't raise, she didn't raise any of her children, basically. She didn't raise Anna. Anna moved in with her grandmother. She didn't raise Jessica. Jessica actually lived with Dodo for a while. She didn't really raise Pumpkin because Pumpkin got pregnant at a very young age and was kind of her own boss. She didn't raise Alana because Alana lived with Pumpkin. So she hasn't raised any of her children. So I'm just kind of like, why would she have the right to get Anna's daughter? So it didn't sit well with me from jump, the fact that she had gotten Caitlin. And then, like I said, as I, looked more into it, started talking more to my sources, I was just like, wait, this is not okay because Michael is absolutely her father. And June was over on TikTok saying, Michael's not her dad. I mean, he's a stepdad, but he's not really her dad. Eldridge is more of a dad than Michael, blah, 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 blah. Oh, Anna wanted me to keep Caitlin. So I really kind of started diving into the situation. I started going back on anything that I could find of Anna because let's look at a timeline really quickly, you guys. I have this timeline that we're going to look at. And then I have a video of Anna, and we're going to go over it. There's a video of Anna. It was from October 2021, where she does this little live stream, and her and Caitlin both are answering questions. And they refer to Michael as the girl's dad on multiple occasions. Anna says, yes, Michael gets the girls every other week. She has also asked questions about June. And she's like, I don't talk to my mama. I don't have anything to do with my mama. She's asked, do you have anything to do with Pumpkin? She's like, yeah, a little bit. I do have a little bit to do with Pumpkin. Do you have anything to do with Alana? A little bit. And even Caitlin says, the only reason we have anything to do with Alana is because she's with Pumpkin. And we see Pumpkin sometimes. So we're going to watch this video in a minute. Granted, it was 2021. But we're going to look at a timeline because from the timeline that I am gathering from my sources, from research, Caitlin, Anna, and June got along for about 3 years of Caitlin's life. About 3 years. The last of it was, from late 2023 up until, Anna passed away. And then before that was when Caitlin was a baby. So I'm just trying to figure out how June feels like she is more entitled to Caitlin, her granddaughter, who she's only been around, like really, for the past like 10 months. Before that, she had not really been around Caitlin, except when she was a baby. But Michael has been with Caitlin since she was 8 months old, living with her until the separation, and then getting her every other week. So I will answer questions at the end of this, you guys. If y'all have any questions, I'll answer those at the end of them. But let's go ahead. Let's look at this timeline. Just kind of give you guys an idea of really, what type of relationship June could have had with Caitlin, considering Caitlin was never around June except when she was a baby for about a year, and then the last 10 months. So you ask yourself that question. If you have not seen anybody, you've had a relationship with somebody for about the last 10 months, and before that, when you were a baby up until about a year old, are you going to be that close with them? I mean, I really don't think so. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's see. This is a timeline. I can move this. All right, so here's the timeline real quick. Okay, so Anna was born August 28th in 1994. In 2002, Anna moved in with her grandmother and became estranged from June Shannon. Anna was 8 years old, okay? So from 8 until Anna, from my understanding, Anna started talking back to June when she was about 14 years old. She started going, on the weekends from time to time, starting when she was around 14 years old. But mind you, at this time, Caitlin was not born. 2011, Anna moves back in with June. Anna is 16 and she is pregnant with Caitlin. July 26, 2012, Caitlin is born. December 2013, Anna becomes engaged to Michael Cardwell, and the two move in together, right? This is when Caitlin is a year old. So at a year old, Caitlin is no longer living with June. Mind you, that was her first grandbaby. They probably had a close relationship when Caitlin was a year old. But then she moves in with Anna and Anna's boyfriend, Michael Cardwell. Hold on, guys. Now let me get this second one up. Okay. Yes. Would June receive Social Security death benefits to take care of a kid? Yes. She would receive benefits to take care of Caitlin. Okay, so May 2014, Anna marries Michael Cardwell, and the two move to Alabama. Caitlin is 2 years old. So at the age of 2, she leaves Georgia. So she may have had somewhat of a relationship with June up until 2 years old. Let's just give her up until 2 years old, right? October 2014, Here Comes Honey Boo Boo is canceled. Anna becomes estranged from June again. Caitlin is 2. December 2014, Anna appears on the Dr. Phil show. And if you guys want to see what she said on that show, please look it up. You can find the episodes here on YouTube. I've done like a deep dive into them, and I contemplated doing videos where we kind of highlighted all 3 episodes. There's 3 episodes. There's June, there's Anna, and then there's Uncle Poodle's episode. So there's 3 episodes about the situation where Anna literally says, Mama lied. She lied. She took all my money. Like, it's not a pretty picture. Not a pretty picture at all painted. Okay. 2017, Anna and Michael split. Anna moves back to Georgia. And shortly after Anna comes back to Georgia, Michael comes back to Georgia as well so he could be close to his daughters. Caitlin is 5. So when they split up, he gets with Anna when Caitlin is 8 months old, and he is with Anna until Caitlin is 5. They live in the house together. They see each other every single day. There's going to be a bond there. There's going to be a close relationship, right? They separate. She comes back to Georgia. He follows because he doesn't want to be in Alabama with his children in Georgia. So he comes back. Now, okay. So from 2 years old to 5, she lived in Alabama. No relationship with her grandmother, Gigi June. No relationship. And up from 5 until 10, still no relationship because Anna did not speak to her mom. So obviously, there's not going to be a relationship there for the grandchildren. Happy 2024, YouTube Ellen chat. Love this. Oh, thank you, Amanda. Oh, and next month you're going to be a member for a year. Whoop whoop. That's wild. 1 year. That's awesome. Thank you, Amanda. So mid 2023, either mid to late 2023, Anna reconciles with June. Caitlin is 10 years old. I'm giving it a few extra months, but I heard it was more like late, like November 2023. But I just wrote mid just to throw her a little extra time, right? So this is going to be, let's just give her 3 years. The last 10 months, Caitlin has had a relationship with her grandmother, but before that, she had not seen her grandmother or had much of a relationship with her grandmother up until she, like 1 to 2 years old, right? So I don't know what kind of bond you can really establish when you have only been around your grandmother as a baby, and then the last 10 months of your life. Meanwhile, you are with your dad, lived with your dad, seeing your dad every day up until you were 5 years old, and then you were at your dad's house every other week, right? But June tries to say, oh, Michael, he's stepdad, he's not dad, and Eldridge is more of a dad than Michael ever was. I'm not going to try to knock Eldridge and say that he's not a good stepdad to those kids because he probably is. However, Eldridge came into the picture about 5 years ago. Michael has been with, so when she was 5, right after Anna and Michael split up, Anna got with Eldridge. But Michael's been there since the beginning. So, Abby from KC, member for 12 months. Happy 1 year, Abby. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So we're going to watch this video really quickly of Anna in her own words answering questions about her mom and saying, no, I don't have a relationship with my mama. And this is the end of 2021. The end of 2021, right? And I think this is important to point out because I've covered this situation. And I have a lot of people tell me, like, leave it alone. That's her granddaughter. Anna and June were close. And I'm like, but really they weren't because literally, I mean, they got close. Yes. Did they get close the last few months of Anna's life? Sure. Anna knew she was dying. And so she made amends with her mom and she got close with her mom. But you want to know what Anna had to do? Anna literally had to set aside all the stuff that she knew her mom did to her, the wrongs that her mom did to her. She had to set that aside and say, you know what? This is what I think she did. She said, you know what? I know I'm going to pass. I want to make amends with my mom. I want to live the last few years, months of my life with my family, with people that are blood to me. I don't want to fight with them. I do want, you know what I'm saying? She knew that she had already went several years of her life being estranged from her mom and, not having a close relationship with them. So I do think when she got the news that it was terminal, she said, I'm just going to make amends. And she did that. All right, so let's watch this video together.
Everybody get in real quick. Let people get in for a minute. Get in for a minute.
Sweet cooking.
I'm gonna get them get in for a minute. Hi guys. I'm back cooking again.
Hola.
Guess what we're making today? Probably not great stuff. Jambalaya. Bum, bum, bum.
And this is me and Mama's little recipe. And that's gonna be our little recipe. You keep in touch with Pumpkin? Yes, but not a lot. We do keep in touch with Pumpkin, but not the lot.
All right. Well,
she had a baby boy.
but
The
now
first
that
boy in the family.
and then you need
Do you
right.
keep in touch with a lot?
So what you do after that? You throw.
We do not keep in touch with a lot because.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, we do.
We
Because
need-
she's
you need at
always
least-
with Pumpkin. She's always
Cook the
with
chicken
Pumpkin.
until it's pink. It's not pink anymore.
Do you still live in Alabama? No. We live in Georgia.
No, I do not really see my mama. I guess my mom's doing okay. I guess I don't know.
Just had so nice family.
No, she does not have her extra thumb anymore. We got it removed when she was like 3.
Mama Joan. I'm not Mama Joan.
I know.
What's his cat name? My cat's name's Taco.
No, I don't really live near my mama.
Do you
I
live
don't
in
live in Alabama.
Alabama? No. Can't show your hands. See, where? Hi, are you near Alabama? No.
We're about 3 hours, 3.5
Yes.
hours from
We
Alabama.
live in Georgia. Are you still married? No. She
No.
has a boyfriend.
I am not married no more.
She had a boyfriend that's been in our lives for 4 years. Okay, the person. Do you have a relationship with Alana and Mama Denai?
I eyeball that.
No. We only have a relationship with Alana, not Mama June.
No, I mean we don't really talk to her. We don't
Caitlin,
ever
show
see
the
her.
talkies. She said show the talkies.
That's
No, we
some
don't
business.
see him.
See who?
Kids.
Every kid that yes, we have met Pumpkin's kids. We see them every like
Pumpkin
once
has
in a
2
blue moon.
kids. She has a boy and a girl. The only boy in our family.
No, she has like the 3rd boy in her family.
Look, Will and Logan.
I'm like 5'6".
Caitlin, you are so a cute girl. No, I'm not.
Yes, I do talk to my sister and Pumpkin and them. I do. But I don't really talk to them as much as I used to because they
Whoever
move a lot.
Spanish on here and I did not understand the language. Hello, and I'm going to say right now, hola.
Hola.
Hola. Do you talk to your sister Pumpkin?
Happy birthday.
Happy
birthday, Lynn.
Happy birthday, Lynn.
Oh, I did show them what you got them, Lynn. We're going, got to put up, and it is going to be, I will take them, not next week, the week after. Oh, no, yeah.
What is it?
I'll get all this week. So, Dave, appreciate it. What do you tell her?
Thank you. How come you
I
don't
might actually go this
do the
weekend,
show
actually.
with them? Because we quit because she had birth to me.
I've been working.
Do
So,
you guys
they appreciate
ever
it, Lynn.
go on
I told them
vacation?
about it.
No, we never go on vacation. Never.
Yes, we do.
No,
we just went.
don't. You never bring
We went
us.
to Savannah.
Okay, but
Mama, and it was me, mommy, and all that time.
well, technically, y'all don't bring us vacation like for a couple days.
So yeah, I will do this. We're gonna go this weekend with that, whatever. I did. That was Lynn. She told you. She said her birthday. I'm gonna stir it real quick.
You guys are the best. You are so beautiful. What are you, Lynn and Pumpkin, doing these days? Nothing. Not even talking.
We do talk to Pumpkin.
Not that much.
So what are you and Pumpkin doing those days? Caitlin said nothing, not even talking. And then I said, we do talk. And she goes, not that much. So they are saying here, like, while they talk to Pumpkin and Alana, it's not really that much. They don't talk to June at all. I mean, so much so that Caitlin don't even call her Gigi, Mama, Grandma. She calls her Mama June. You know?
Well, yeah, because they film. I never know when
Did y'all know this? Pumpkin and them, they crossed the road. They crossed the road going to think.
No.
Are you married? She's not married. She has a boyfriend. You're so adorable. I love it.
All right, the rice is sticking.
Caitlin needs a show. She's a personality. I'm not
Yeah,
personality.
I got two. I got one in my butt. Full over here.
What's for dinner? What's the dinner for dinner?
Jambalaya.
Jambalaya. When are you guys going back on the show? Never. We're thinking about it. Caitlin, how
Right,
old?
no.
I am 9 years old. We love Caitlin. Mama June, that's not Mama June. And you make me crack up laughing. You remind me of my sister so much. Okay.
Thank you.
Are you married or single? She's not single or married. She's weasel.
I am in a relationship, but I am not engaged. It's a promise ring. Look at that. Look at that.
Yes.
And I do not know where my mom was at. Last time I heard, she's in Alabama. It's my
Do you play
favorite show.
Roblox, my son? Yes, I play Roblox, but I can't play it for this week. I can't play it this week because I left it at my dad's house. Are you pregnant again? No, she's not pregnant. Why do you not? We do not film a pumpkin. Don't talk to yourself like that, girl. I can talk to myself.
No, she's talking about how you talk down to you about yourself.
I do a lot.
You don't need to.
What are you making? We're making jambalaya. I just said Dad, what if got made fun of school and I still
Yes,
do?
Michael sees the girls. He gets them every other week.
And no, I do.
Y'all heard that? She was asked, does Michael see the girls? Yes, Michael sees the girls. He gets them every other week. This was not a every other weekend, one weekend out of the month. They literally they alternated holidays. This year would have been Michael's year for Christmas. And Anna even stated that on live. Anna even stated after finding out about her cancer, that she was terminal, she was sad. This year is Michael's year for Christmas. He will get the girls for Christmas. This was before she passed. And a lot of people was like, wait, but you're sick. And, you know, who knows if you'll be around next year for Christmas. So why don't you keep them for Christmas? And she was like, it's his year for Christmas. But unfortunately, he did not have the girls for Christmas because June kept Caitlin and took Caitlin off to Disney.
Not want my extra finger back again because I get made fun of still. Do you talk to Pumpkin? Yes, we talk to Pumpkin.
But it's like once in a blue moon, like
Yeah.
you talk to her.
Good night, Anna and Caitlin. Night. Do y'all,
She's outside
do
with the dog.
y'all watch the show now?
I think Eldridge is outside with her. Is Eldridge outside with her?
Uh-huh.
Go look. 3 days a week for 4 hours a
Do
day. And I was
you
like,
think
"Fuck
it's worth
that."
the money to film the show? No.
No, I'm not engaged. This is a promise ring. Not getting engaged anytime soon. Not right
Do
now.
you vape? Yes, she
We've
vapes.
been together for 4 years. We might as well say we're married.
Yes, she vapes. What? Beside me.
Yes, she does. They go to their dads every other week. I won't. Well, Mark Ken and I'm done. Do me and Eldridge live together? Yes, we've been living together for 4
She goes to her. They go to their dads every other week. They go to their dads. Anna absolutely, positively looked at Michael as the father of both of these girls. And I hope this can be used to help him.
4 years.
No, I
Well,
wanna live
3.5 because 4 years we lived with somebody else. We lived with my aunt for a while. I have 2 kids. I want one more. But I'm having a lot of trouble. I got PCOS, so it's kind of difficult. So we're working with it.
Move, I need the toy.
I don't know if Mama's still with Gino. I don't think she is.
Flip your butt over.
Caitlin, who's your favorite aunt?
My favorite aunt.
Pumpkin, Alana, or Jessica?
Pumpkin. Pumpkin. It can already be said. Pumpkin, if you're watching this, you're my favorite aunt. Wow. Does life get put on TikTok?
Oh, just put on your Instagram.
If it gets put on TikTok, that means Punk will be watching.
No, I don't really speak to my
it.
mom. Honestly, I do not speak to my mom at all.
I need to skip these.
You're in.
Okay, everybody, do some questions for me now, because I'm the new judge. Hey, can I get some more questions up in here? Do you talk to Mama? No.
Mama June. Come on, Mama June.
No. Anna, how old is she? She's 27. How many kids does Mama Jane have?
My mama?
Mm-hmm.
Here's me, Alana, Jessica,
How
Pumpkin.
did that?
Okay, so a couple of things that I want to go over really quickly is, well, for one, is Caitlin, while she was 10 years old, well, she wasn't 10 years old in this one. She was 8 years old in this one. When they were like, how many kids does Mama June have? Like, I think even when I was 8 years old, I knew how many kids my grandmother had because I was close to my grandmother and I saw them and I could at least think, well, I got this aunt, this aunt, this aunt, this aunt, this aunt. But Caitlin didn't know. She had to look to her mom, like, Mom, how many kids does June have? Because she was not around that family. She did not know. You know what I'm saying? Um, Somebody had a comment. What I don't get, why all the nicknames. So I can tell y'all why the nicknames came about is because when they got the show, Here Comes Honey Boo Boo, that was something that they wanted. They actually wanted them to have nicknames. Now, Pumpkin's nickname that came like legit. Pumpkin got the nickname Pumpkin from Mark McDaniel when she was about 2 years old. Mark used to call her Little Pumpkin. So that name stuck. Honey Boo Boo's nickname was actually not Honey Boo Boo. It was something else. But then she used to always say, Honey Boo Boo Child, and that stuck. So they started calling her Honey Boo Boo. Does anybody remember what the original name was for Honey Boo Boo? But this was something that production wanted. They wanted them to have nicknames. Chickadee, June came up with the name Chickadee. And she said that was from when Anna moved back in with her. She was pregnant. She didn't want to get up to go to school. So she would come in there and be like, cock-a-doodle-doo, Chickadee, Chickadee, get up, get up, get up. So it came from like her trying to get her up and saying cock-a-doodle-doo, Chickadee. Chubbs, that came from a show that you used to watch. But yeah, that was something that production wanted, okay? Now, I hope Michael gets access to everything that is uncovered. Oh, I'm sure he will. I'm sure he will. Now, a couple of things. I didn't want to stop it every 5 seconds to just like highlight, oh, they just said this, they just said this. So I'm going to go over some things that I think was interesting. Okay? All right, so okay, first, let me reiterate. Caitlin had maybe 3 years of her life where her mom and her grandmother got along. Maybe 3 years. And that's the first 2 when she was 1 and 2. Half that she lived in Alabama, though. So how close can you get, right? Now, they were asked, do you keep in touch with Pumpkin? They said, yeah, but not a lot. Do you keep in touch with Alana? At first, Caitlin said no. She was like, no. And then Anna said, no, we do. We keep in touch with Alana. And she goes, Caitlin says, well, yeah, we do because she is with Pumpkin. She's with Pumpkin when we see Pumpkin. So, yeah, I guess we keep up with Alana. Then she says, no, I don't live anywhere near my mama. Yes, my kids have met Pumpkin's kids. We see them every once in a blue moon. Every once in a blue moon. Do you talk to your sister Pumpkin? Caitlin says, not a lot. Her little accent is just so stinking cute. And they're reading the questions. Caitlin's like, do you talk to Pumpkin? Not a lot. Now there was a comment where it says they said, why haven't y'all been on the show? Why did y'all quit doing the show? And Caitlin says, we quit the show because Mama birthed me. And then Anna after that says something along the lines of I've been working. But Anna was not responding the I've been working as to why they hadn't been on the show. The I've been working was talking about this gift that Lynn had sent in for the girls. So Lynn sent in a gift for the girls. And I don't know what the gift was, but they were going to have to go. I don't know if it was like tickets somewhere, but she was like, I'm going to do it either this weekend or next weekend. I've been working. So that was not her saying, we haven't been on the show because I've been working. That was her saying, I haven't taken the kids to do the thing that you sent for the birthday because I've been working. That's what she was responding. When are y'all going back on the show? Caitlin read, when are y'all going back on the show? She goes, never. And she goes, well, we're thinking about it. And Anna leans in and goes, so Anna, at least in 2021, we know she was not wanting to be on the show. And I really do believe that the only reason Anna started doing the show was to bring awareness to cancer, adrenal carcinoma. I think if Anna would have never got cancer, she would never have went back on that show. I think that's the reason why. When something impacts your life so greatly, you want to bring awareness to it. You want to kind of advocate and educate people on it. And I think that's why she returned to the show, was to educate people on the stuff of cancer. If she would have got the cancer, I don't think she would have ever returned to the show. Caitlin then says that she left her iPad at her dad's house, so she won't be able to play Roblox. Caitlin is referring to Michael Cardwell as her dad. Why? Because that's her dad. They were asked, do you think it's worth the money for the show? Caitlin says, no. She reads it. Do you think it's worth the money to be on the show? No. Anna then says, Michael gets the girls every other week. Every other week. So those are the things said in that short clip that I was able to uncover of Anna's. And I'm going to keep digging and seeing what else I can find. But I wanted to show you guys another video just to kind of point out the way that June has kind of like changed things and claimed that Michael did not have a close relationship with Caitlin when he clearly did. If you see the photos of Michael with Caitlin finally celebrating Christmas, there's a photo of them laying together, and that is literally a photo of a dad and his daughter. I mean, you can look at that photo, how comfortable she is with him, the photos of her opening up presents at his house. It just looks so normal and natural and innocent, and she looks so young and like a child, and the house looks clean, and there's no craziness. It's not chaotic. They're not on TikTok, this one in this room on TikTok and this one in this room on TikTok and both talking loud. And, it's just so much chaoticness. I feel like ever since Anna passed away, it has just been go, 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 chaos, chaos, chaos. And I'm like, how is this little girl handling this? Probably the only downtime that she has gotten, Caitlin, has been when she went to her dad's house. She could probably sit back and just be like, it's calm here. It's calm. Because I can tell you, when you have people in 2 different rooms yelling on TikToks, it's not calm. It's chaotic. And even for a child, it can be chaotic. You know what I'm saying? When is their court date? I want to say it's in February. But I did reach out to my source today to find out, and they didn't know yet. But I think it's in February. So let's watch this clip, you guys. This was New Year's Eve into New Year's. June was literally live at Pumpkin's house for about 5 hours on New Year's. From New Year's to New Year's Eve. He was literally live. She was literally live for like 5 hours. When they were popping fireworks, June was live on TikTok. Like, why not spend that time with your granddaughter? Why not put the phone down and spend time with your granddaughter? You know what I'm saying? Thank you guys so much. I am getting a little bit of hate for this, but I don't care. Because at this point, it is what it is for June. Like, I'm sorry, but I care more about these kids and where these kids deserve to be, where they will flourish, where I feel like they probably want to be. These girls do not need to be separated. Kylie is just so sweet. She's 8 years old. She lost her mom on her birthday. And not only did she lose her mom, but her sister's been ripped from her grips. Like, her sister has been ripped away from her. And that's just not fair. Like, it's not fair. So we're going to listen to a clip from Mama June. It was New Year's and the New Year's Eve. And this is just a small portion. We're not going to watch the whole 60-minute clip. But June talks about Anna and claims that, Anna already told you guys all this stuff. No. I've never heard Anna say this stuff. I reached out to some of my sources and was like, do you know anything about this? And they're like, no. June says that Anna had 6 men tested. And the people that I talked to is like, no. I was around back then. Nope. No, knew nothing about that. I mean, people that like would know if Anna allegedly had 6 men tested. And my thing is, like, your daughter is deceased. She got pregnant at like 16, 17 years old. Why would you say, oh, well, at such a young age, she was so promiscuous that she was sleeping with all kind of people? I do want to say that being the victim of sexual assault at a young age will cause a child to grow up to be promiscuous. And I'm not saying that's what happened, but I'm just saying, like, let's not, if that would have been Caitlin, if she would have been a little promiscuous at 16, 17, 18 years old, that you don't out that for her. Like that, I used to watch whenever it came out that Anna had cancer and she came out on TikTok and started going live. I used to watch almost every one of them. And I used to screen record a lot of them, but I stopped and I started deleting them because my phone I didn't have a lot of storage. But never, ever, ever, ever did I ever hear her say she did not know who Caitlin's dad was. I heard her say several times that Caitlin's dad has a family of his own and she's not bothering him. She's like, yeah, he's got a family of his own. I think one time she said he's married, has children. He's never tried to be a part of Caitlin's life. So we've just left it at that. I'm not bothering him. The man's got his own life. It seems like she was very much just like, he's got his own life. I'm not. But clearly she knew who he was to talk like that. And I still haven't went through all the recordings I do have still of Anna, but I've been trying to when I go to the gym, I try to watch them to see if I do have those clips of her saying that. Blatantly saying, Caitlin's dad has his own family. He's never really tried that much, so I don't push it because that, if I can find that would debunk June claiming that they don't know who Caitlin's dad is. That would debunk June saying, Anna told you guys on live that she didn't know who Caitlin's dad was, that she had 6 different men tested, but it all came back negative, so we don't know. We told her to stop. That would debunk that, if I can find that. So I'm continuing to look for it. But let's go ahead. Let's listen to this. And my thing is, even if you thought Anna did share that with the world, I just can't imagine you repeating that. I just can't imagine you repeating that. All right, let's listen.
Alana's in there helping with the Lego set. Is Eldridge, Caitlin, and Alana in there doing it?
Now, the Lego set that Caitlin and Alana and Eldridge were putting together was a Lego set that Michael got Caitlin for Christmas. She had just come back from Michael's earlier that day and brought her Lego sets, and they were putting them together.
Tell Pumpkin to shut the hell up, y'all. Fuck you. Fuck you, Pumpkin.
Okay. Also, I'm so sorry. There's cursing in this. I do apologize. I usually try to let you guys know that. My bad. Cursing.
Thank y'all for all the team bracelets, guys. We are up in that competition now. I don't know. Can somebody tell me? I know we're like in the 90s. I do miss Anna too, guys. It's really not the same. New Year's was not the same. This is not the same. Christmas hasn't been the same. It's just been really like weird for all of us. But Anna's sitting over there on the fucking gun case. I was surprised that he didn't bring her in her damn case, but he just held her in there.
I don't know what she's saying here. She says, Anna's here. She's over there. She's sitting over there on the gun case. I was surprised he didn't bring her in her case, her thing. He just grabbed her. Like, he just grabbed like the bag out of the vase? Like, what do you mean? I don't know. Justin, so they were somewhere else and they went over to Pumpkins for New Year's Eve into New Year's. And Justin ran by June and Justin's house to grab Anna. And she says he didn't grab her in her thing. And I'm like, what did he grab her in? I'm like, what is she there in?
I do see. I mean, I've got Caitlin. I've got full legal custody of Caitlin. Caitlin actually went to go see Kylie today, which I thought was a good thing. They spent a couple hours together over with Eldridge and Michael because, as I have told y'all, I have not had any people. If people would just sit down and talk to me as adults, which Eldridge does, but if the other one would sit down and talk to me like an adult, we would be able to see Kylie. And when Caitlin's ready to go over there, she will go over there. And she was ready to go see her sister today, and she went and saw her sister. So, they had a good time together. And Caitlin's back at home. And anytime that she wants to go over there, she's more than welcome to go over there. I'm not going to hold Caitlin from anyone. And that's the truth. And I wish that people would sit down as mature adults and talk. And unfortunately, some people just aren't ready to do that.
I think the reason why Michael, if you're told, hey, when I pass, I want you to have the girls, but then the person passes and you can't get both your girls, and you're like, hey, when am I going to get Caitlin? And it's like, oh, but you're not. I don't know how much I would really want to talk either. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, right? You mean like how she handled custody with Sugar Bear? I know, right, Megan? Thank you. I mean, if you really think about it, June has never encouraged a relationship with her children and their dads at all. As soon as her and Sugar Bear split up, she didn't want Alana seeing Sugar Bear. Jessica and Pumpkin, their dad has been in prison. Anna, she didn't promote a relationship between Anna and her dad. To me, it seems like she's almost like a man hater. Like she loves them so much until she's done with them, and then she hates them. She loved Gino, and then the second she was done with him, I'm done with him. He's abusive. Sugar bear, loved him. They had this little wedding. They didn't legally get married, but they had this wedding. As soon as they're done with each other, as soon as she's done with him, he was a cheater. He was abusive. He was this. He was that. To me, it just seems like she's like hates men. I don't know.
Eldridge is not her dad. Neither is Michael. Caitlin's father has never been in the picture. Honestly, truthfully, Anna did 6 men and they wasn't, and the other 3 that including Caleb, that everybody's like throwing up in. Caleb and a couple other people are still. Caleb didn't want to be tested because he knew Anna had already tested 6 men prior to him, and there was 2 other people beside him.
I can
So,
tell you that's not true.
be honest, like Caitlin has never had her biological father's never been in the picture because we don't know who that is, and because Anna tested many men and they wasn't the father, and the 3 or 4 that were possible. We just said stop at that point, and the people, then there was 2 or 3 of them that said they didn't want to be tested because they had knew Anna had tested many men. I'm not talking bad about her. It's the truth. She shared that with the whole world.
Really, what she's saying doesn't make sense because she's claiming that Anna done 6 men, but then the way that she mentions the testing, it doesn't add up. Like someone said, so she done 9 men because she says 3 didn't even get tested. So what are you saying? Like she really doesn't make sense. Oh, well, she done 6 men, and 3 of them didn't even want to get tested. What? Like so how many are you saying? But either way, it's not your place. Even if Anna would have shared that with her people, it's not your place to go and repeat that after your daughter is deceased, in my opinion. And I've never heard her say this. And I've spoken to people that's like, no, that's not true. Anna was dating Caleb for 3 years. They went to 2 ROTC balls together. She went to family reunions with Caleb. Hold on, let me look at something real quick. Let me just double check the info. Okay, they went to 2 ROTC balls together. Caleb's family reunions. Anna was there for the birth of one of Caleb's nieces, among many other things, right? Meanwhile, Anna was living with her grandmother for 2 years, 2.5 years of them dating. She moved in with June. She wanted Caleb to be on the show. Caleb didn't want any part of the show. They ended up breaking up. Now, when Anna told Caleb and Caleb's mom that she was pregnant, she told him she was pregnant. It was what it was. And then later she said, listen, I did cheat on Caleb with this one guy, and that guy may be the dad. I don't know. It was never multiple men. It was never 4, 5, 6, 7. It was one guy. And then later on, it was said that guy was tested and it was negative. So I don't know. But it was one guy.
I mean, because so many people think that, Michael or Eldridge is her dad. No, they are her stepfathers. I'd have to say that Eldridge has been more a part of raising Caitlin than Michael ever was.
What?
So,
how crazy is that Caitlin and Kylie went to Michael's house? They were at Michael's house 2 weeks out of the month. 2 weeks out of the month at Michael's, 2 weeks out of the month at Anna and Eldridge's house. They have known Eldridge for the past 5 years. They have known Michael, Kylie her entire life, and Caitlin since she was 8 months old. So how does that even make sense? How does it even make sense?
you want to be 100% honest.
You're not 100% honest.
Who is Anna's oldest child? Caitlin. She is with us. I have full and legal custody of Caitlin.
Temporary.
Taking custody.
She's leaving the part out that she has temporary custody. And the reason why was because she went to the courts and said, my daughter is deceased. I have her daughter. Caitlin's biological dad has never been in the picture. There's nobody else to take care of her. I want to take her in. And the judge said, okay, sure, yeah. Here, you have temporary custody. Come back on this date and we'll look further into it.
Anna actually wanted me on the paperwork, and because I am her next of kin, that's how it would happen.
And you're not Anna's next of kin. I don't know if she's saying Caitlin's next of kin or Anna's next of kin, but you're definitely not Anna's next of kin because that would be Eldridge. And Caitlin's next of kin would be her dad, her biological dad. And she has one. I mean, she definitely has one. Whether or not he's in the picture or not doesn't matter. She has one.
So, it is what it is. I mean, people can make videos. I mean, I've been honest with everybody. I'm very transparent with everybody. I thought he got her the Harry Potter. Oh, okay. Sorry. Well, that was nice of him. Is that the first time that he's got them like presents for Christmas, Eldridge?
Like what? June literally trying to paint a narrative right here. Is that the first time that he's got them presents for Christmas, Eldridge? Excuse me, he gets them every other Christmas. He literally gets them every other Christmas. You think he ain't buying them gifts? He has them. This was his year to have them for Christmas. Last year, Anna had them for Christmas. The year before that, he had them. So he gets them for Christmas. But you don't know that because guess what? You only came back into their lives 10 months ago. So you had no idea.
I just said that she's been aggravated apparently I am thinking this stuff because he begged Michael at the funeral to see Kylie and spend time with Kylie and be able to get his own pictures with Kylie. And he hasn't seen Kylie since the funeral.
Well, I mean, that's all of us.
Hey, go and try to get him around here to at least see Caitlin. And he's like, well, I just can't. And so no, they know all of that's the same way. And was alive,
yeah.
He can't what the fuck makes you think we want to sit here and watch them inject her with fucking.
Okay, so I think what they're saying here, and I mean, technically, here's the thing. If she was saying she's Anna's next of kin, she's not because Anna got married. Now, if she's saying Caitlin's, I mean, I guess technically paternity hasn't been established. So I guess you could say that she is, but I think the courts will want to establish paternity. When they go for permanent custody, I'm pretty sure that judge is going to say, listen, we need to find the dad and see if he wants to take his daughter. I know in Louisiana, that's kind of how they do things. They want to hear from the dad. Now, them talking about Michael not letting them get Kylie. Hello, they had the funeral. He was trying to get Caitlin. They were saying no. They were going off to Disney. And even if they would have asked to get Kylie for Disney, which I think they did last minute. I think last minute they asked to get Kylie. It was like, hey, can Kylie come? This was literally very last minute. Well, I'm just saying reality TV time. I'm just saying I get it right now. She could be considered her next of kin because the dad's not in the picture. But I know in Louisiana, the judge would say, well, we need to find the dad. And then, biologically, he is her next of kin. Legally, June might be, but biologically, he is. You know what I'm saying? And she's definitely not Anna's next of kin. I mean, I guess biologically she would, but legally, she's not. So here's the thing. They literally took off to Disney during the holidays, during Christmas. So of course, Michael's not going to let Kylie go. Hello. This is Kylie's first year without her mother. He's going to want Kylie there at his house for Christmas. They have family that they are having Christmases with, so he's not going to let her go and be gone a week after she just lost her mom. This is his child. He wants his child there so he can make sure if she has any breakdowns, he's there for her. He was supposed to have the girls for Christmas anyways. So I could understand if Michael's telling him no about Kylie. I could understand that. Because first off, he asked for Caitlin and they said no. And I wasn't planning on watching all of this. Do you guys want me to play the rest of it? You guys let me know.
You know, chemo, radiation.
Right.
Fucking third, you know what I mean? Like,
What makes you think we wanted to sit down?
right. And
Right.
then she was getting aggravated. She's like, she told me countless times.
Yeah, that's pumpkin.
You know, he needed to go see Anna and all that stuff. I was like, even that fucking Friday, that Friday I called him when Anna was doing bad and that nurse come in and said it's why was that weekend. I literally told him to sit down on the phone.
Yeah, we're at Pumpkin's house, y'all. I am sick. I think I am getting that way. I'm actually gonna like call and try to see if I can tomorrow get something like for my cold and stuff. At least like take a round of antibiotics and stuff. Cause my chest is like hurting, my throat's like hurting and stuff. There's some days honestly that, people, don't want to get out of bed, but I have to get out of bed and take care of Caitlin and take care of my household and stuff like that. We are planning on moving at some point. Yes. Honestly, the only people that would ever stay in Georgia would probably be Jessica and Cheyenne.
Notice she literally said, let me back that up, make sure I heard that right.
Honestly, the only people that would ever stay in Georgia would probably be Jessica and Cheyenne. And that was MRI for my back and for my neck because it's already fucked. And the doctor I've never had an MRI. I've not had an MRI in probably 4 years. So, and then I want to get a mammogram and stuff like that because some stuff is going on with my left side and in my chest.
Now she's admitting to health issues, which I don't think is going to be a good look. Admitting to health issues when she's trying to get custody of a young child, a 10-year-old.
Yeah. And stuff. So, just want to go take precautions. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, my daughter was on hospice for 3 weeks and 1 day. She actually lived with us for a little while.
I so forgot about that.
Yeah, poor Caitlin. Caitlin is, but I do get up every day for Caitlin. I do get up and work through the day. I mean, Caitlin has her days too. She had a day in Disney. I've kind of been going through it for the last 4 or 5 days now. I'm sorry that was disgusting, but I mean, it was what it was. I wasn't going to go spit it out anyway.
Somebody called her out on it. They were like, dude, that was disgusting. And she was like, I'm sorry. I wasn't going to go spit it out. And they said, but you chewed on it. She literally, I so forgot about that. She literally, and I'm sorry if anybody else is eating, she literally chewed on it. Huh? Like, I'm not going to go spit it out. Girl, why not? Why not go spit it out? Why can't you? I mean, if you pick a booger, are you going to eat it because you can't go get a Kleenex? You know what I'm saying? If you got to poop, are you just going to sit there and poop on the couch because you don't want to get up and, if you have to do something like that and you got a whole loogie that you're a snot ball, you're just going to, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to go spit it out. That's what you're supposed to do.
I know, and I need to stop doing that. Like coughing it up and then throwing it back down. That's probably why my fucking chest still hurts. But I mean, if you've ever been a caregiver, then you understand what it is. I mean, if you've ever lost a child, then you know what that is too. Because I promise you, like I said, I've lost my stepdad. I've lost my brother.
Hey, hold up. Let me point out the irony right now of her talking about how hard it is to lose someone and then mention a stepdad. And not only is she going to mention losing her stepdad, but she's going to mention losing Sugar Bear's parents, who they were super close with, is what she said. So you were super close with your stepdad and Sugar Bear's parents, but Caitlin's not super close to Michael, the man that literally raises her. Really? Really?
I've lost two parents that are like parents to us. That were Sugar Bear's mom and dad that we took.
I lost two parents that were like parents to us. So you admit that somebody besides your parents can be just as much as like your parents. You admit that. But it can't be that way for Caitlin. Michael can't be like Caitlin's dad. But Sugar Bear's parents can be like your parents.
Care of in 07 and 09. But losing a child is a totally different experience, I promise y'all. Losing a child is a totally different experience. So if you've actually lost a child, I know somebody's lost a child, they could probably tell you the same thing. I guess I got rosacea, I guess. Because I'm always realizing, why do y'all always ask that? Yes, Anna passed away.
Let me just say, this is a little bit of June. I'm going to help you out here. Have one of your mods hint a comment that says, my face is red due to rosacea. Let me tell you guys, when I watched June on TikTok Live, every other comment is, why is your face red? What's wrong with your face? Are you sunburned? What's wrong with your face? Why is your face so red? Like, girl, have you been checked for lupus? Do you have lupus? Why is your face so red? I mean, it's literally every other comment. June, just pin a comment that says, my face is red because I have rosacea. And then you won't have to answer it every other comment.
December the 9th on her youngest daughter's birthday at 11. She actually passed away at like 11 o'clock, but she passed away, they pronounced her at 11:12. And it's just like when a parent passes away on a child's birthday or somebody's birthday, anybody's birthday for that matter, it is really hard. It is really hard. So I know Kylie is probably way worse than that. Honestly, I cannot tell you how to handle your own grief. Everybody handles grief differently. But I mean, I do. I have my rough days. It's hard to start pride towards him, pride, prior, whatever, whatever. Making myself number one.
She's saying, like, since Anna died, it's hard to prioritize herself. Now, listen to what she's about to say. Mind you, they went to Disney for like a week, but she's like, I haven't even had an MRI done that I need to do. I'm not prioritizing myself. Girl, you just went to Disney.
It has been hard for me to do that because I took care of Anna for so long and we all took care of Anna. So, like, I was talking to Eldred about this today on the phone. Like, it's just really hard. Like, I need to go get an MRI done, and Anna's been passed away in 3 weeks and 1 day, and I still haven't done it. There's things that I need to go do that I haven't done. Just stuff like that. Just stuff like that.
You went to Disney, you went and filed for custody.
Eldridge is good. He's been working a lot lately. He did be in working because, like the last couple of weeks of, like I told him, the last couple of weeks of Anna being alive, we went to Tennessee. Then we went to, when we came back home, he was able to go back to work. And I think he went back to work on that Tuesday. Well, then on like that Friday, like it was just, they called the family in, and it was just one of those type of things. I do still have Caitlin. I have full legal custody of Caitlin.
Temporary.
Full legal and sole custody of Caitlin, yes.
Temporary.
Pumpkin's doing good. We're over here now. I'm actually having to run tests for autoimmune diseases. I am having to do that too. I'm doing.
I don't know. Can anybody answer me this? I should have looked this up, or I should have asked my mother-in-law. But if you're trying to like get custody of a child and you have like autoimmune diseases that like really affect your health, can you get custody? I don't know. How long did Anna live with her for? 3 weeks and 1 day. Anna moved in with June 3 weeks and 1 day before she passed.
Needed to do an MRI. I need to go do a mammogram. Stuff like that. Because I used to be Honey Boo Bee's mom. Mama June, been on reality TV for 13.
Somebody said, why does your name sound familiar? Mind you, when you're on TikTok, like anybody can come across your page, especially if you're like showing up on like the For You page. So people are coming across her that don't know who she is. And they're like, dang, this woman, got 2,000 people in her lap. Like, who is she? So somebody was like, who are you? You look familiar. And she's like, I used to be Honey Boo Boo's mom. Okay, you're right. You stopped being Honey Boo Boo's mom when she was about 16 years old, and Pumpkin took over that task.
10 years? I mean, duh. Mom and June been on reality TV for 13 years. I mean, duh. Hey, everyone. Well, I am so glad that people think Pumpkin is the greatest. Everybody has their favorites, and that's okay.
Y'all, this tells you right here. Somebody said, oh, Pumpkin is my favorite, or something like that. Like, Pumpkin is great. What did they say? She goes, well, I'm glad that Pumpkin is your favorite. Everybody has their favorites, and that's okay. Oh, it says Pumpkin is the greatest. That's what it says. Pumpkin is the greatest. And she's like, obviously looking at it not from the standpoint of like, oh, that's awesome. Somebody thinks my daughter is the greatest. She's looking at it from the standpoint of, oh, they think Pumpkin's better than me. Oh, well, that's okay. Like, what? If somebody told me, Paris is the greatest, I'd be like, damn right she is. Paris is the bomb.com. Love her. I wouldn't be like, oh, that's okay that you think that. Everybody has their own opinion. That's okay.
Everyone. Well, I am so glad that people think Pumpkin is the greatest. Everybody has their favorites, and that's okay. Thank you so much. So what'd you do, Kaylin? You gave the fuck up? I'll be fucking with you.
There!
What is it?
You won't take it that way you want it.
What is it?
A chapstick.
Here, eat that shit. What is it?
Why don't you go finish that one with her? You can help her with it.
She did that one. I can
No, she told you could help. You're just wanting to, you don't need to take apart 5 boxes, Caitlin.
Yeah.
You don't need to have 5 open boxes going on at one time.
Lots of language. Yeah, no, we're trying to like Caitlin is wanting to open up another Lego set when she has one already opened, and it's really like we're at Pumpkin, so whatever she puts together here has to be tried.
Somebody called her out because Caitlin walks out and she goes, oh, you gave the F up, Caitlin? And she goes, no, I was going to do this other one. And she's like, I'm just effing with you, Caitlin. And then she's like, no, I'm going to do the other one because she got multiple Lego sets. So Caitlin wants to open a different Lego set. And Justin is like, no, don't open another one. You already opened one, so finish that one before you move on to the next one. And I can kind of understand that. They're at Pumpkin's house. It's New Year's. They're going to leave late. And she has these Lego sets that come with teeny tiny little Legos, come with, anywhere from, 100 to thousands of little pieces. And she's already opened one. So they're like, don't open anymore. And I can understand them being like, hey, don't open anymore. But they're like, do language, because she's just so like nonchalantly F-word to Caitlin. And now she's defending it, saying, well, we're holding her responsible. She's already opened one. But you can hold her responsible without like the language to her. You can.
Back to the house, and we're just trying to like teach her responsibility. I mean, and that's the truth. We're just trying to keep her responsibility. And it is what it is. Alana's doing good.
I'm trying to make it less for
Well, that too, but I'm just saying we're trying to teach her responsibility as a person. Like you gotta finish one task before you begin. Caitlin's attention span, yes, she loves putting together Legos, don't get me wrong. But Caitlin is one of those that just go and ends up her attention span. She'll be doing one, like she started her big Titanic Lego set. It took her 30 minutes to put together one piece, and then she kind of like put it down. So I get it, and that's what it is. Caitlin's 11,
Legos at the house.
right? And so like we're just trying to like teach her responsibility. I mean, like don't have 1,000 things out at one time. Finish one thing at a time. Stuff like that. So it's not being rude to her, not being mean, or not letting her get her way. It's just a lot of things.
People think what they want to.
Justin just said, I don't care what people think. F them. People can think what they want to think. You guys listen. June is talking, but you can hear him in the background say it.
like teacher responsibility. I mean, like don't have 1,000 things out at one time, finish one thing at a time, stuff like that. So it's not being rude to her, not being mean, or not letting her get her way. It's just a lot of things.
Fuck them. People think what they want to think. Who gives a
Right.
shit?
She does. I think she does have HGD. Her mama had it,
She said, I think she does have HGD. What's HGD? Anybody know what HGD is?
and her mama needed to be on medicine even as an adult. But Pumpkin and her mama took herself off at HGD medicine at the same time. Exactly, just parenting. And a lot of people think, oh, well, you're just being rude to her. She just lost her mother. Who, like, the fuck? Let me tell you, Anna would be like, what would she be doing, Eldridge? She'd be goddamn yelling and shit.
It don't matter what Anna would be doing because Anna was her mom. And if Anna was here to do it, that would mean Caitlin would not be going through losing her mom. So if Anna was here, let me tell you guys, I used to watch Anna and I didn't care for the way that Anna spoke to the kids a lot. Like there were times where I would go into my mom chat and be like, yo, I just watched Anna and she said X, Y, and Z. And I'm struggling with this, So I didn't care for the way that Anna talked to the girls either. Like I really didn't. She did curse in front of them. She did say stuff, blah, 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 blah. But the same way it wasn't okay for Anna, definitely not okay for you, June, considering you weren't even a part of this girl's life up until about a year ago. And then she is going through the loss of her mom. If her mom was here to do it, she wouldn't be suffering a devastating loss right now. But her mom's not here to do it. She just died 3 weeks ago. And here you guys are yelling at her and cursing at her. So it matters.
Too, like, bitch, like, don't be doing that.
She just
But trust me, Anna was stern with her children. Trust me at times. Yes, did she let him get away with some shit? Yes. But she was also fucking stern if she didn't want them to
they
do
were
something.
hers. But they were hers, not yours. They were hers.
Yeah. And so that's just the way it is. I mean, goddamn, if y'all watched any of Anna's damn live, y'all would hear hollering at the damn kids. You know what I'm saying? She didn't give a fuck whether she was alive or not. Yeah, she would yell at Caitlin and Kylie.
Not that it was okay.
So, I mean, who cares? It's just honestly teaching them a lesson.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
So, I mean, who cares? It's just honestly teaching them a lesson.
Okay, what does this say right here? Okay, this person says, what are you eating and drinking lately? They're asking her a question. What are you eating and drinking lately? Mama June misinterprets it, and she thinks they are asking her if she's drinking. But they are asking her, so what are you eating and drinking lately? And listen to this.
No, I don't even drink, bitches. Don't even drink. Drinking some motherfucking, this right here is rosacea. If you've been in my fucking live, if you've been here a lot, is my fucking face is red every day. Come back tomorrow, try it again, any time of day, it's gonna be fucking red. Yeah, that's being a mom 24/7, exactly. Whereas Kylie, she's with her father. She is with her father.
My mom 24/7. I don't curse at my kids.
I actually am feeling like I'm getting sick. I told Justin that today. I haven't been feeling good for the last 4 days. I think yesterday and today I've been feeling like shit. But I also been going through it for the last 4 days with just being emotional and just a lot, I have, and has visited me twice in her dreams.
In her dreams.
Thank you for subscribing. I got you, girl, Laura.
Okay. So I wasn't planning on showing the whole 16-minute clip of that, but you guys wanted to see it. So Elle, when they go to court next month, will Michael know if he gets custody or not? I don't know. I don't know. So when June has the court date, I do know that Michael can go and say, this is who I am. Here's the evidence that I have that I've been a part of this girl's life. I don't know if the judge will make a decision right then. Also, from my understanding, what also could happen is they could contact Caleb Clark and say, will you take a DNA test? And if it comes back that Caleb is Caitlin's dad, which I think that it would, Caleb could make a decision and say, you know what, I want to sign my rights over to Michael. From my understanding. And listen, I know there was an account in here a while ago, and I haven't seen it since I mentioned it and responded to their question. So I hope I didn't offend them. It was like reality tea time. When I said something about Mama June is not Anna's next of kin because Anna was married, and technically she's not Caitlin's next of kin either because she does have a biological dad. So if you are still here, I wasn't trying to be rude or anything because biologically Anna's next of kin would be June biologically, but Anna was married, so legally that would be Eldridge. Legally, Mama June, I don't think is her next of kin. It would be the dad. She obviously has a dad, and I think the judge will. I don't think that the judge is going to assign anybody permanent custody once they have this court date and Michael shows up. I think this is going to be. I think this evidence is going to be turned in, and the judge is probably going to take some time to look into it. What is Caitlin's last name? It is Shannon. And I know Michael has an attorney, so all they have to do is prove that Caitlin has only ever been around June the first year of her life, and then the last 10 months of her life, but she's been with Michael over half her life. If contested, it could be months to years. Wow, that's crazy. So Michael is going to the next court date. I would assume that he would be there because the next court date is for the purposes of anybody that is interested in getting custody of Caitlin to show up and say, hold up, wait a minute. No, I'm interested. I'm an interested party and I want to get custody. And he's already filed for custody as well. So he filed, has anyone asked these kids what they want? Summer, I'm glad that you said that because that's something that I actually want to comment on as well. I do see a lot of people saying everybody should ask Caitlin, what does she want? What does she want? What does she want? I really think if they pull Caitlin to the side and just sit and talk to her and get her comfortable, she would tell them, Michael has been a part of my life. He gets me every other week. Yes, that is my dad. However, I am hearing that June has been spoiling Caitlin. Obviously taking her to Disney, taking her here and there, doing X, Y, and Z. Obviously, they filmed the show, promising her things. So, her children can be kind of materialistic, and they, people when you're little, most little kids want to be famous. They want to, my kids all want to be YouTubers, famous TikTokers, blah, 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 blah. So her at the age of 11, she might be like, you know what? Wow, if I continue living with my grandmother, I can be on the show and my grandmother's promised me this. I mean, they're already putting her room up for her and letting her design it. And she's already got all these gifts coming into the mail from June's people. So that might be more appeasing to an 11-year-old than, going home and living with my sister who maybe can get on my nerves sometimes and my dad who sets rules. But if I live with Gigi, I have the life of luxury, have my own room. I don't have any boundaries. I don't really have any rules that let me stay up all night. We're on TikTok, blah, 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 blah. So I think they should definitely talk to her and, just kind of get a feel for who she views who as what. And I think Caitlin would even tell them, yeah, I just really kind of got to know my Gigi the last year. If they just sat and talked to her, I think they could all figure it out. What does June get from wanting custody? Is there financial benefit or is this a response? Yes, there is financial benefit from June getting custody because Anna passing away, her children are entitled to benefits, some sort of benefits that obviously if June has Caitlin, she could get those benefits for Caitlin. Also, Caitlin can sign to do the show, which when you are on a show, you are paid for the show, which means WeTV will start a bank account for Caitlin the same way they did, the same way TLC did for Alana, Anna, Jessica, Pumpkin, even Caitlin back in the day. But guess what? June spent all that money allegedly, right? I think we're even going to see in the upcoming season. I don't know if you guys have seen the trailer for the upcoming season, but there's a part in the trailer where Pumpkin says, you spent all her money or something like that. Y'all, we're talking about Honey Boo Boo. When Honey Boo Boo turned 18 years old, she should have had probably over $1 million in a bank account waiting for her, a trust fund waiting for her. Did she? No. Anna also told us on Dr. Phil that she should have had, like, I think it was like $300,000 that she should have had in a bank account for appearing on Here Comes Honey Boo Boo. Did she? No. Because the money was all spent. So if they put Caitlin on the show, she will generate an income for it that June will have access to. So yeah, there's definitely financial gain. And I saw someone comment on my TikTok, and they were like, "Oh, well, this Michael guy just wants to benefit financially." And I'm like, "What? How does he want to benefit financially? He's literally hired a lawyer that meant he had to drop a few thousand for a retainer fee. And any filing this lawyer files on his behalf, a couple $100. Any court date that this lawyer goes to on his behalf, a couple $100. By the time this is all said and done, Michael could have spent maybe anywhere from $20,000 to $50,000 to get custody of this girl. Also, to take on the child, he has to, pay for her expenses, which granted June would as well. She would as well. But Michael would not have her on a show where he was making money off of her. June will. So I don't really know. I don't really know how anybody can look at it as, oh, Michael just wants to profit off her, but they're not looking at that when it comes to June, when June literally would put her on a show where she would be making a check. Also, June actually said right after Anna passed away that they were going to let Caitlin take over Anna's TikTok account. And they were literally like, let's get Anna's TikTok account over 1 million followers. Let's get Anna's TikTok account over 1 million followers. And then she said that she was going to let Caitlin have it. So then you have the TikTok bringing in a revenue, which I don't think Michael's going to allow that. I don't think for a second Michael would allow Caitlin to have a TikTok like that. So, will the judge ask Caitlin what she wants? I think so. I think the judge would talk to Caitlin for sure. Right, Summer. Yes, Sam. 916. From my understanding, I think they were. And maybe not a lot, but probably right there at the end, they may have got them a little bit. Noel Newman says rights can be signed over if Michael comes forward. He can get the dad to do a DNA, sign all of the rights, child support, and custody. That's what I was told as well, and that's what I'm hoping will happen. The job of a guardian ad litem is to give it their own report on what is best for the child, what is in the child's best interest. Conduct interviews with Caitlin and involved adults, home studies, etc. I think June would get money from the state because of the situation of her mother's death. Not positive, but yes, she will. Yes, Caitlin and Kylie will both get survivor benefits because their mother passed away. It's Melissa. I don't know if you see my comment. Let me go find it. It's Melissa. June going to use her like she did with her kids so she can get her money as well. A lot of people have that. A lot of people have that belief, Melissa. Yeah. I mean, I think even if I was still fans of June and Pumpkin and all of them, I definitely would think that Caitlin will be better off in a stable, quiet, less chaotic environment with her dad and her sister. Even if I was like huge fans of them, I would still have to look at this. I would still have to look at this with common sense. With common sense, and be like, wait, would Caitlin be better off with Anna? I mean, with June, or with her dad, Michael, and her sister? Even if I was huge fans, I would still have to look at that. What did Anna want to see happen with her girls? So my sources tell me that Anna wanted Michael to have both girls, with Eldridge having visitation. That's what I was told. Are the memberships available? I can't find the link. Yes, there are. I can grab the link for you. I think I can grab the link for you. We're going to go ahead and end this one, you guys, because we've been on for like over an hour. Literally like an hour and 20 minutes. Okay, there it is right there. B just posted it. Sisters should stay together. Did anyone find the typed information? I don't know. I just heard that it existed. I just heard that Anna had something typed up. and she never signed it. So I would hope that the person that I heard it from and the person, I would hope that it's there. Yes, Michael has a lawyer. Yeah, Janie, that would be probably wild. That would be wild. Anyways, you guys, I have been looking at this Gypsy Rose Blanchard situation. I'm still looking for an editor. Still looking for an editor. I did respond to some emails, but I am behind on emails as well. I put up a post on my community tab. I'm looking for an editor, and this is what I'm looking for. I want to start doing documentary style videos for my true crime channel. They will be longer videos, so I definitely need a editor. What I want is to just record the video, upload it to my channel, or drop it in Dropbox to editor, and then you edit it, send it back to me, put it up on my channel. The documentary style videos will be anywhere from, 15, 20-minute videos to maybe 45 to an hour. Also, I want to start doing lives on my true crime channel again, as well as I will want the editor to edit like 10 to 12-minute videos for this channel. I will still always continue to do live streams, but I do want to start doing some like shorter videos for this channel and longer docu-style videos on the other channel. And I do want to start covering Gypsy Rose Blanchard. My true crime channel is called Fatal Files with Elle. So all the links to all the channels that I'm involved in is in my description box below. So make sure you check out my description box. Follow me on all the other channels that I'm a part of. Follow me on my other platforms, TikTok, all of it. What's the name of your true crime channel? I'm having a brain. Fatal Files with Elle. I think it's just Elle. Yes. Are you going to look into the curious case of? Yes, I actually have a video up on my true crime channel about that. But yes, I'm going to be covering that again as well. So if you are an editor and you're looking to, or if you want to become an editor and you play around with editing and you think you could do the job, please email me. If you have emailed me and I haven't responded, send it again, because I am trying to respond to emails. Yeah, I agree. It's just me. Anyways, you guys, leave me your thoughts. Follow me on my other social media accounts. I will try to do one more tonight, but I am trying to get all my information for the video that I want to do concerning Gypsy Rose Blanchard. So it entails a lot. So I've been doing that earlier. So anyways, like, share, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.